Bright suns, travelers! As you prepare to journey to Batuu, your Neverland Adventure Guides want to be sure you are prepared for the battle that lies before you. The challenge of obtaining a boarding group to ride The Rise of the Resistance in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We hope this tutorial gives you an advantage should you choose to live out your Star Wars story. This guide will take you step by step through the app so you can become familiar with how it looks before your visit to Galaxy's Edge. I am showing the process twice. The first time will be slower so you can get a feel for what you are looking for in the My Disney Experience app and where everything is located, and the second time will be shown in real time. At this time, boarding groups are available for joining at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., and you cannot get into more than one boarding group per day. You need a ticket and a park pass reservation for that day to try. You definitely want to try for the 7 a.m. boarding group so you can try again at 1 p.m. in case you don't get one at 7. For the 7 a.m. boarding group release, you do not need to be inside the theme park. For the 1 p.m. group release, all members of your party must be inside Hollywood Studios to secure a boarding group. Before your trip, you will want to make sure that everyone in your group is linked properly in your My Disney Experience account. This is a very important step because you will see that there really is no time at all to review your party before completing the process. The good news is that if there is a problem and someone in your party who was linked properly isn't selected when you get your boarding group, you can visit a guest experience cast member in the park and they'll be able to add that person. There are debates about whether it is best to use Wi-Fi or not. I suggest checking beforehand to see if you have a stronger signal on Disney's Wi-Fi or from your own cell service with Wi-Fi disabled, and go with whichever one is stronger. When you are in the app, about a minute before the window for joining opens, you'll want to navigate to the Rise of the Resistance portion and begin refreshing your screen by pulling down on the page. I refresh every 2 to 3 seconds, which tells the app to check for boarding groups. As soon as you are able to join a boarding group, you will want to click on the blue Join button as quickly as possible. It will take you to a page to verify your party, and you'll want to click the button on that page as quickly as possible as well, without worrying about who in your party was actually selected. The app automatically selects everyone linked in your account with a valid park ticket and park pass reservation. If you are successful, you'll see your boarding group number. Once boarding groups have begun being called for the day, you'll see an estimated time when your group may be called in the app. You can check the status of your boarding group within the app at any time by navigating back to the Rise of the Resistance portion of the app. You'll want to be sure that push notifications are enabled for the app so that you will get a notification when it's time for your group to return. You'll notice that when your boarding group is called, it tells you the latest time to join your group. If you don't get into a boarding group at 7 a.m., try again at 1 p.m. using the same process. Be sure to test the Wi-Fi capabilities of your phone while inside the park to decide if using Disney's Wi-Fi or your cellular carrier service will be best for you. We also suggest finding an area away from large groups of people to avoid congestion and network traffic. It is important to note that obtaining a boarding group does not guarantee you will get to ride. Due to the highly technical nature of this ride and its advanced features, it does go offline often. You will see the status of not boarding when this happens. They will continue calling boarding groups once the ride is functioning again, but it does mean that you may not have your group called. Now, let's take a look at the process again in real time. I hope this process is helpful for you during your next journey to Black Spire Outpost. May the Force be with you.
Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pakara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pakara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.